What up, all my nerds, geekettes, and that wonderful Technicolor rainbow in between? This is your boy Dragon, the Keyblade Maker, with a new video vlog. I do apologize for I haven't been active in the last 2 weeks on my channel. I have been dealing with a lot of stuff, including Katsucon, photo shoots, and some other little things here and there. Nothing bad, just it's been busy. That being said, some small announcements. Like I said, I just came from Katsucon about a week ago. It was a great experience. I should have some photos posted soon from there. I did a small shoot with a Zendaris cosplay, who is a very wonderful woman. You really should check her Facebook page out. Also with Jay's Finest Art Photography. Great guy, awesome photos. Look for those pretty soon. With that being said, also my next con as of this moment will be Colossal Con at the beginning of June. I have posted some stuff about what I will be cosplaying as that weekend, including the merman. I am still working on getting the tail. Hopefully I should have one soon. I'm really looking forward to that one because that one's actually gonna be kind of fun. I'm gonna try to learn how to swim with it, so just make things a little better. Then after Colossal Con, I will be doing Awesome Con. Little difference with Awesome Con though, I will be attempting to have my first booth. If everything goes well, I should be having a booth with my shop, Keyblades and Key Daggers. Check that page out when you get a chance as well on Facebook. But yeah, those are the next two. I've got some new cosplays in the works. I'm not going to divulge them just yet. Outside the merman, when I said earlier, I want to kind of keep the surprise for the other ones. But look forward to them. They're going to be pretty awesome. Now that being said, let's move on to this vlog. This time, I'm doing something a little different. It's not directly, sorry for my hand in the way, not doing directly about cosplay, but I think it's something that can be related to the cosplay community. And that is diversity. Yes, diversity. Uniqueness onto oneself that makes you stand out in the crowd. Which then makes the crowd more unique in and of itself because there are different little things. I think the diversity of the cosplay world is great. Everything from the casual cosplayer who's buying stuff from Party City and just making it a little funner, to the hardcore ones that just literally build everything from scratch. I just did a photo shoot yesterday at the Cloister up in Lutherville, which is just outside of Baltimore. Great location. Very small little castle. Very old school. Very Renaissance, kind of Renaissance effect to it. Great place. I just did a location there, and there were people in there who were in full-on cosplays. I mean, these guys were walking in with 40 pounds of chainmail. That is awesome. That is dedication. If he did it himself, that is a lot of work for the people who did it for him. You know, and you saw a wide variety of stuff that ranged from steampunk and Renaissance to a little more modern and unique stuff. Like, I had my Clockwork Swordsman. I'm sorry, I didn't go a whole lot at the shoot. I was playing daddy duty during the shoot, but I did get a little video clip with one of the fan POV videos that will be coming out probably fairly soon. But you saw a lot of stuff. There was a beast from Beauty and the Beast. There was a belly dance. I can't remember exactly what the anime was. I think it was a Love Live belly dancer. I apologize if I got that wrong. Then you had people who were Belle, who were just Renaissance maidens. It was a complete complete diversity of characters, as well as, and I thought this was the greatest thing ever. Guy came in as Gandalf the Fabulous. That's right, people. I said it. Gandalf the Fabulous. This man came in with a pink wizard's gown, had a rainbow beard, had a staff with a disco ball that spun. It was the greatest thing ever. I applaud this man thoroughly to the fullest extent. You have my utmost respect for that one, partner. But yeah, you see a lot of stuff, and the diversity of the cosplay world and just the world in general is amazing. That being said, there's also a flip side to this where there are people who are like, blah, 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 no, you can't do it that way, or blah, 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 there's only one way, there's only the right way to do it, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. I was actually talking to a friend of mine over Facebook who was telling me that a mutual friend of ours was getting shamed by some women who were mad at her, I guess, because she did a Mercy Playboy Bunny cosplay. And they were giving her crap because they were calling her a fake gamer girl because she doesn't play Overwatch herself. Now, understand this. Just because you do not play a game, or you generally don't play video games often, does not mean you are not a gamer. You are a gamer even if you play Candy Crush. It took me a while to admit that, to come to real terms with that, but Candy Crush is a video game. It is not that much different than like Bejeweled or Tetris that people used to go crazy over all the years long past. But that kind of stuff you need to kind of root out. I know it's going to be there because everyone has their own opinion and people come from different walks of life. But at the same time, just because they don't play the game or just because they don't play traditional or video games in general does not mean they're not a gamer. That's like saying a guy who doesn't drive cars isn't a gearhead. It's what you're passionate about. That's what makes you the gamer. That's what makes you a gearhead. That's what makes you that person who you are. It's not about you playing, you getting the latest Call of Duty and spending 30 straight hours on it, unlocking everything. That's one side of gaming. Sometimes you just enjoy the game. You enjoy the character creations, the concepts. It's about the love for what you do. That's what makes you the person you are. And people need to understand this. And I know there are a couple people who are disagreeing with me. You are entitled to your opinion. This is my viewpoint on this. A gamer is someone who enjoys games. They don't have to play them. They can enjoy watching them. I'm not a League of Legends player. I'm working on doing a Project Echo sometime this year. I don't play League of Legends. I never played Okami, but I'm going to do an Amaterasu gender swap because I think it's a great idea. I think the concept is really unique and I can do a lot of stuff with it. And plus, I loved the style of the game. I love the Japanese art style that they used in the gameplay, for the visuals in the gameplay. But that's my thing. That's what I want to do. You can't judge someone on your standards and expect someone not to judge you on theirs. If you don't want someone to do that, you need to understand that everyone is going to be who they are. A gamer is a gamer, whether they play games or whether they watch games. They're a gamer, people. Like I said, same thing with cars. If they don't drive a car, that does not make them a non-gearhead. They love cars. They learn about them. They understand them. They can probably tell you the specs of every car verbatim without looking at the user's manual. They're still a gearhead. It's something they are passionate about. That's what makes someone a gamer, a gearhead, what have you. It's the passion they have for it. And that passion breeds a lot of diversity. Especially in the nerd and the cosplay community, because you have people who are hardcore devout gamers to specific games, like League of Legends, for example. There are hardcore League of Legends fans. I met people who have gone marathons on League of Legends. I'm talking like days on end, taking only breaks to pee and poop and eat. And I have friends who love Overwatch. My brother is an avid Overwatch player. I think he uses Reaper more times than not, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty versed in a lot of the characters because that's how his gameplay runs. He likes to be diverse in multiple characters. And then there are people like me who I've never actually played Overwatch. I like watching it because that gets kind of crazy, and it's just anarchy sometimes in there, and it's kind of fun to watch. Whenever I do a cosplay of Overwatch character, I'm entertained the idea actually. I don't know who I would do. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions for that, feel free to put them in the comment section below. But I've never actually played Overwatch. I've watched it. I've seen it. I've seen the cosplays. Some of the women's cosplays are great. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the guys' cosplays are phenomenal. And I'm sorry, but the Maid Reaper, this little Maid Reaper thing that's going around, I think it's kind of completely hilarious. I love it. I think it's great. I hope they make a skin for this eventually one day. I think that would be awesome. But anyway, back on topic. Sorry, I rambled there for a second. Conflict breeds diversity. We all know this, but at the same time, friendship can breed diversity because it allows people to see new things, experience new things, expand their worlds, create, and then create even newer ideas. Because let's be honest. I bet you that whole Made Reaper concept was probably not even an idea originally. They just threw it together between like the collective IQs of like 4 people, like 3 or 4 people. And I bet it was like created on a bar bit, something like that. But it was fun and it created a whole new thing. Diversity can breed so much stuff, whether it's diversity through friendship and happiness or diversity through chaos and, just people being assholes. Sorry for my language on that one. And I think a lot of people need to realize that this, diversity is not a bad thing. There can be some bad things that come from it, like, you get conflictions, you get confrontations, things like that. It's okay. It's part of growing up. You're going to hit some bumpy roads, some rocky areas. It's all part of the shtick, diversity. Diversity I think is a great thing to have because it expands. It's always expansive. It's continually growing. It's continually evolving. Because you're always finding and getting new things because there's always new stuff coming out. Whether it be new skins for a new skins download for a video game or a whole new game in general. Diversity, I think, is a great aspect of the cosplay and the nerd world, as well as the world in general, because you see so many different things. It keeps the world interesting. It keeps you guessing. It keeps you like, what will the day bring now? And I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. Now, that being said, I also do like a little consistency in my life because, I like to be, parts of me like to just be grounded. It's just in my nature. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to talk to my friend today and I know that they're going to respond. Or I'm going to wake up and I know I'm going to, be able to get some food somewhere because that's just, I can get food. Something like that, just something staying grounded, something that keeps me grounded. Alright, but on that note, I'm going to end this vlog here because trust me, I'll get to start rambling and I think that's just gonna bore everyone to death or at least into a mild coma. Anyway, tell me what you think about this latest vlog. Like I said, I have my next cons will be in a couple months. Give me a chance to kind of reset everything before I take this plunge into the madness that is summer 2017. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to check out my channels on Facebook, Dragon the Keyblade Maker for my cosplays, Keyblades and Key Daggers for my proper nerd gear shop. Don't forget to check out my page on Twitter at KBS_N_KDS. Anyway, have a great day and remember, stay nerdy.